is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my coupe. Only winning is exception on my coupe. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that.
She don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down front. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months saying I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. That I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you're missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Complete to number 8.
Evan Ingram. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead.
For the extra point.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor.
And this will be caught at the 30.
Touchdown,
Jaguars. DJ Chark, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Jones on 3rd down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Oh, this crowd is not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 54 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
New York.
Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Rohrwasser set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, here's Barkley, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
And it's third down.
From the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, and that is incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Complete to
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing Jones. Down.
Well, from an offensive yards, well, let's flip it over to the defense. 3-3-yard gains. That's what you're looking for when you're playing.
7. Jones. This will be down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
On the carry.
Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Giants 20, Jaguars 7. Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
On the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Taking it right down Broadway. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown.
Justin Rohrwasser for the...
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game.
Justin Rohrwasser set to...
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
Lining up for
Lambeau on for the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
Makes the score Giants 27, Jaguars 14.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Barkley.
Give them 32 on the play.
1st down, New York.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. A first down carry for Barkley. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
27, Jaguars 14.
The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Giants.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Touchdown, Giants!
Jones pass.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard. Line.
Recovered by the Jets.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Giant ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On 2nd down now. Barkley, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's caught. Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Gain of 5.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On 1st down, Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down, Barkley. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Giants on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top. Unsuccessful.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
D.D. Westbrook on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Max 50, Max 50. 61, matchbox, lights. Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Check.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
On the play. brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And the Giants' 1st down.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And to give this time to the tailback. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Complete to
Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch twitch. Recon, 132 fighter. Switch.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. We haven't even escaped the 1st half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the 1st half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime he hands the ball to the back.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
46.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Wide, get wide. Topper. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Check pass.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants.
Onside kick is recovered by the Giants.
So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
For Jacksonville.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Giant ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third down, they're going to go with the option. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. Choose the mic. I'm coming.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly,
Blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew, and he'll let this one go deep for Chark. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if... Five interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The ball carrier.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown,
Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
53. Jaguars 17. Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 6.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Touchdown, defense. Mike 56, Mike 56.
play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Looking to throw on second down. Lowry. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. From the gun, Lowry on the slant. This is Chark. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Operating from the gun. Lowry. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Coming to you. 56, Mike.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th
and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey. We got 3 down. Watch 32. 25, check 25.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
He was brought down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Lowry. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 19 yards away. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your strip. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And the Jags grab it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
50, Mike 50. Watch the run, watch the run. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 2nd and 8.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Who that? Who that?
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
3rd and 10.
Switches the mic. We want this. They got tight left, tight left. 4 down. Alert.
From the gun, Lowry. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Ball carrier.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every check. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
Makes the score Giants 53. Jaguars 31. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another, and then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Westbrook now on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
4-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks him. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
On first down, Barkley, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Up 2nd and 7.
Now Saquon Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Third down, Barkley. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't